Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Let's see what happens today. Well, Vexo, Mercutio. What up, Vexo? Mate, how do I get those shoes? How do I get those shoes? Let's have a look. This guy's got glowing eyes as well. Oh, what's Polygon doing? My bet's stuck. Oh, dang. That's surprising to hear Matic lags. That was the whole perp. That was the whole purpose. Oh, oh, that's not good. What? That's crazy. Hmm. That is not good. That's horrible, in fact. How do you even capture that? Like, you have to record it on video or something. That's horrible. I'm trying to get in touch with Polygon for more answers. I'm done betting with what do I do about 100 mana on the table. I don't know if you can record it or screenshot it. Yeah, dang. That is not good. So what are you supposed to do? Tell people not to... There's no sign going up. We need to get a sign up. Uh, So what are you doing now, Vexo? You said are you on the Polygon Discord letting them know? Yeah, trying to get in touch. Even Aave crashed because of Polygon. So Aave works on Matic? I didn't know Aave worked on Matic or Polygon. Well, it's not good. Matic can eat both, yeah. Yep, yep. Dang, I want to jump on the Polygon server. What have they got to say about that? Do the DG guy does GLHF and Source know? 2 days ago. Can they even do anything? I don't even know if they could do anything about it if it's a Matic issue. Man, I need to understand how this stuff works a little more. Like how safe each layer is in terms of like this in the Matic network, does someone still end up owning the private keys to certain wallets even though they're on a layer 2? I don't know, I'm just asking questions. The DeFi conference? Nah. Can you Discord me a link? That'd be sweet. I might jump on that. Mark Cuban. Did they have anything to say about what's happening here? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, no doubt they're talking positively of it. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they're saying good stuff.
boardroom meetings and stuff. It's very cool, to see people come together on investments like that.
Yeah. Well, that's why. So I put in the forum recently a proposal saying fractionalization of land, because essentially it is like, well, the parcels themselves are like separate NFTs. So if you buy them
Right.
out, then obviously that represents your share in the whole estate that you have. But it's
Right.
not official. It's just they interpret it as an
Yeah, I
estate,
will.
as a
Thanks, man.
collective. But it's
Yeah.
actually three different estates, obviously, because there's three people, right? So what I was saying by like fractionalization, is they bought it separately on three different wallets. But if you fractionalize stuff, you can join together and buy it through one single purchase. You get me?
So it's interesting. There's something called a multi-sig wallet,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, and so under if it was completely owned separately, and I don't know if this is or is not the case there, but hypothetically speaking, each one of them could own it separately, and each one of them could have the power to sign a deal for their piece of land without consulting the others. But if it's a
Yeah,
multi-sig wallet, then all three of them would
have
have
to agree,
to
don't they?
sign the
The Polygon
transaction.
Power
Yeah.
Panel. That's
And
good.
so
They're
it's
being
kind of
called.
interesting, like smart contracts on another level.
But yeah, you could like because there's three addresses represented by one wallet. It shows then how much you can then track how much money each address has put in, so how much parcels they own, and then the estate kind of merges into one NFT, and then those parcels become their share, which can then obviously grow. So if the land goes up, it only goes to two parcels. So if someone only owns two parcels out of six, they'd only get the money from those parcels. Or you could then sell the parcel because it's a fraction of one big thing.
Yeah.
You know, and they could then be a part of the multi-sig wallet, and then more of a board member, and then they literally have rights to like have, you know, get money from the parcel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the thing that I was doing that I posted was about actually fractionalizing individual parcels. So because a parcel is like very expensive, and it's made up of 256 blocks, right? So it's 16 by 16 meters, so it's 256 square meters. So you could essentially split up a parcel into 256 bits, and then have people jointly own the parcel, and then
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
what?
So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, I thought you were saying so. Okay, but yeah, that's it really. That just lowered the barrier really, for people to own parcels or sell parcels or something like that. You know what I
So,
mean?
I know right now, so fractional ownership of parcels, I feel like it brings into like question a technical portion of this, because the height at which you build is currently um,
Oh,
restricted by the
the
size of
parcel.
your estate. So if you fractionalize a parcel, are you now going to reduce the height that each individual person can build
No.
in ratio? Like that's now got to be brought into question. And if the answer is no, then what's the difference between that and somebody owning a parcel and renting out for buildings, which is currently happening? There's a lot of rentals going on across lands.
Well, effectively, it isn't because so you can buy a parcel, right, and it would be the same price as the parcel would be if it's fractionalized, because a fraction would be, you know, like $10, right, and then you times it by 256. So you could essentially buy out the whole parcel if you had the money, like you can now. That's just a way to get people to like cooperatively buy something. But the parcel itself would still have the same properties. You'd still be able to build, I don't know how many levels. It'd just be You'd just be able to, you could buy out the full fractions and own it yourself and build up to the point yourself, or co-join it. It'd just lower the barrier for entry for people to buy parcels. Um, So if you can only afford like a quarter of the fractions, then you wouldn't be able to afford the whole parcel anyway, even if it wasn't fractionalized. So you'd have to get with somebody. So being fractionalized and not fractionalized doesn't really change much apart from how people buy things. It doesn't change the price of the parcel. You know, it just changes the fact that people can buy a bit of it with other people, but but all the parcels have to be on to be able to buy it, just like the regular
Right.
parcel.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I just like the way I see it is like if somebody wanted to go in on a plot with somebody else, right? They're not just going to go in on it with somebody random. They want to have similar ideas. So they're most likely going on with in it or going in on it with friends or, business partners, something like that, people they vibe with. And so if you already are, planning on going in on a parcel with a couple other people, you wouldn't want to fractionalize it. You would want it to be one cohesive piece so that nobody can get shysted long term by a freaking mutiny. And then you would want to run it through a multi-sig wallet. So I would think that you would not want it to be fractionalized in circumstances like that.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're joint owning a parcel, then you only own a third of the parcel. But it's not like when you go on the parcel, you can still do anything on the parcel and walk about all of the parcel the same way as you would if you own the parcel. I guess regarding what you just said about, fractional ownership would then cause mutiny over a single parcel. If that happened now, and you had like an estate, but three people bought separate parcels, I guess you would still own your parcel, right? But then if you pulled out, then they'd have to change the build slightly. If it's on an individual parcel. I guess right now the only idea I have is to have to find someone else, and that guy takes it out, and maybe he takes out the value of the shares, or essentially the shares that he gets, and then someone don't have to buy it again.
Yeah, like
Um,
what if somebody shows up and they buy 75% of a parcel and buy out, three of the four parties, and then they come in, do exactly what they want, and then just bully the
well,
other person
I
out.
guess they wouldn't be able to, because if there's only like a third of the parcels left, then you're only going to buy a third of the parcels to make the parcel fully owned again. You couldn't buy 75% of what's not there or already owned, because
No,
60% of it's already
I'm
owned.
saying, so there's like, say there's a parcel split into 4 blocks, and each block is owned by somebody else, and somebody comes in and they talk to three of those four owners and they say, hey, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, I want to buy this. I'm actually going to buy all four, but I want to do these deals individually. And then he actually is only doing a deal with three of them and not even talking to the fourth one. And then his deal goes through. He now owns three of the four fractions of the parcel, and then he can push through any decisions he wants because he's a majority owner, and then essentially just bully that guy out or devalue that guy's land.
I guess if they all agree, then yeah, I mean, maybe you could sort of prevent that. Transactions in the multi-sig wallet would have to be approved by essentially everybody, and then
And
there'd no,
that's where you get a multi-sig wallet, man. That's what
yeah,
I'm saying. Multi-sig wallet's the solution.
yeah, because then you create essentially like a DAO of your parcel, which is pretty cool. Because you set the governance rules, but you're all locked in a smart contract inside a multi-sig wallet.
Yeah, like
So
the thing is, like with the multi-sig wallet, it's like I own 25% of it, but it's not like this corner. It's like I own 25% of it, like in general, 25% of anything that goes up here, the revenue, anything like that. I own 25% of it in general, but you couldn't like pinpoint the parcels that person owns. Whereas
but
if you
yeah,
fractionalize it, it's like I own this and I can do what I want with this.
I guess once it's fully owned by four people, it's owned by everybody. They just own 25% of what it's worth Like that, if that guy wouldn't have more rights over the parcel if he owned 75%, he'd just be able to reap the benefits of the value. So he'd be able to gain more money from the parcel, but it wouldn't make him have more power over the other guy because they'd both own the parcel, and without him, he wouldn't own the parcel. So they'd both have. I reckon they'd all still have the same admin privileges, just not as much reward if the parcel goes up. Because obviously, if you own 75%, you can have a lot more earnings if you want to pull out or just leave it to gain value. That's what I was thinking about it, because if Rarible are in, right? So or what they called Atari are in, right? So Atari, you can't buy the parcel of Atari. Obviously, it's too expensive, but then you own a full parcel. But they could give out fractions like shares to people, to them to own that parcel, or partially own the parcel and partially own part of the business. So then you could essentially be like the stock market, basically, just giving out shares to people.
So that is actually happening to an extent, because the Atari Casino actually isn't owned, like the land is not owned by Atari. Atari is on a 2-year virtual land lease through a big like virtual land owner who owns a bunch of land here in Decentraland and across the metaverses, and they literally lease out land to like companies or startups that are doing something cool. So that's like not exactly what you were saying, but if you were to invest in that company, you would essentially be investing in, them acquiring more land to do what they're doing.
Yeah, basically. But then you get like your value. You get like the value from how much land goes up. Maybe
Right.
it's not. It's only isolated to the parcel that you bought part of. Yeah, it'd have to be, because you can't then have a share in all the other lands as well. You'd have to have just a share in that parcel. But yeah.
Unless you went like the stock approach, right? And you invested in it like a company and you were just investing in, their return.
Yeah, basically. I mean, so here's the thing, right? So someone buys one parcel and then they can give out 256 shares to people. But because they only have 256, then each share is worth more than they would have if they had two parcels, because they've got more land. And they can give out more shares then. But if you have more shares, then it's split and it devalues the value of each individual share.
Yeah, but you could do twice as much on two parcels. So
Yeah.
just like as a base assumption, I would imagine that whatever you can do on one parcel, you would expect 2x value and return on a 2x1.
Yeah. Although this is like what I'm saying. It's like, do you have shares are the shares isolated to that parcel, or which it would be better for the parcels for the stocks to take into consideration how many parcels that company has, because then it's like 4 times 256, and then you have that many shares to give out, which would be, I think, is
Yeah, it's
better.
really interesting splitting it into the bits and having 256 shares per parcel. That's really interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? It makes it more attractive to business owners, really.
Yeah, I like that. By the way, didn't mean to dominate the conversation here. See, 100 Rainbows joined as well. Or Dark Rainbows. What alias are you under today?
DarkRainbows, god damn it.
Dark Rainbows. What are your thoughts, Dark Rainbows, listening in?
Hey mate, just kind of side listening in. I'm in the world as well. So you guys are talking about fractionalization of land. I think there still needs to be worked out, right? It's a great concept, especially when anything gets too large. Like the next thing is to kind of buy smaller pieces, right? But yeah, I mean, how do you kind of control the height of building? I thought that was a good point. So, but it's still a great idea nonetheless, to kind of
So what do you think about like if you had to push the market into a certain direction, and one direction was recommending and trying to push the market to fractionalization, and including what T3 said about 250 bits in those shares and whatnot, which is an awesome idea. Or pushing them towards just utilizing multi-sig wallets and having these private parties go in on a piece together and owning it through a multi-sig wallet.
Yeah. Just gets really messy, right? I mean, anything's possible. It's just whether or not it's currently worth it. I mean, a multi-sig wallet, sure, but then how do you do that? Like, I don't know how to build that up from a
That's the
technical point
problem.
of view. I mean, what do you have it all needs to be sent to a MetaMask at this stage, right? So you can't use an exchange wallet.
Yeah.
So
So
how do you have
so
it?
so essentially, it's two MetaMasks that like roll up to another MetaMask. So in order to sign the signature request on the master MetaMask, both underlying MetaMasks have to do a signature.
Is that currently possible, or is it just a
Yeah,
concept?
yeah. No. People do that now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can have a separate one.
Okay.
It's
So
pretty cool.
okay. Yeah. So the simplest example, two children MetaMask wallet, both of those signatures need to go up to the parent. So then the transaction is made on the parent wallet,
Hmm.
and both children essentially need to sign them off before the transaction goes through.
Right. And
Okay.
if you had four wallets attached to that, then, like depending on how it was structured, only three of them would have to sign off on it.
Sure.
It's
Okay.
almost
It's
like
more
a
than
mini
50%.
DAO when it
Right.
like if you kind of expand upon it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's the idea of it. I mean, you could theoretically have 256 owners of a single parcel. I don't think it's going to get like that. Maybe like 15 max
Is
or
it really
10
good?
max or something.
I mean, has it gotten to that point? Is the market that kind of saturated or that out of reach?
Not, or maybe, I don't know.
So,
But
well, so this is what I find really interesting. The land price has stayed fairly stable, not in terms of mana, but had been stable in terms of US dollar and had been trading around like 5,000 at the floor. And if I go to their marketplace right now, I just want to see what the cheapest land is available. I'll share my
It sounds about
screen
right.
so I'm not boring you guys.
no, not
That's right.
boring.
I mean, we can take 5,000 as an example. We don't need to give
It has to be correct.
It
it.
does.
I cannot move forward until the box is ticked.
Okay, so we're looking 4,500 to 5,000 floor with mana trading at um, 70 cents.
Mm.
So 4,500.7 30 or $3,100. That's pretty freaking cheap right now.
That's
Land
reasonable.
has
Yeah.
depreciated over the past month substantially from a USD standpoint.
Yeah.
It's shed like 20% value. That's nuts.
Yeah. Well, it was about
Oh,
time, right?
yeah.
I mean, because the mana token had gone up so much and land wasn't keeping up with the price of mana. So to kind of see that appreciation of land and for the floor to stick is good. I mean, that's reasonable.
I guess like it's cheap in context, in contrast to what has been in Decentraland history. Like $5,000. It still is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't
I
get me
mean, it's
wrong. Yeah.
definitely like an investment, but I think that's also, the point. Like buying land gives you ownership, gives you governance, and
yeah,
we want people in the community that are going to invest in that land.
Yeah.
So I compare it to like, opening up your own like food truck or your own storefront or something like that in real life.
yeah. Oh, yeah, in
Yeah.
the long run, actually, if you open like a storefront on here, it's cheaper because you don't have to manage the physical store or fix anything because things break in the real world, don't they? But
Yeah.
in virtual world, it doesn't. So you're probably saving money in the long run.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was fractionalized, I mean, let's say if 4 people had the amount for a parcel, right? So they had 5,600. Get divided by 4, it's 1,400, so a lot more affordable. But essentially, those 4 people could, buy a lot more land with the less money that they have, if you get me. Because you can then get more people involved in the land, and you can spread out your ownership of the land. But it's so let's say if they all had 5,600 and they bought land individually, yeah, you don't technically own it each land here, so you can spread out your costs. So you all own the land, you all own 4 parcels instead of individually owning the parcels. So yeah, I mean, it's just technically the same thing. You're doing the same thing literally, but you're just spreading it. You're joint owning lots of parcels to make you all own one one
Right.
big estate.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If it's necessary, then it's necessary. I mean, you want to have obviously good mates to kind of go in. Well, I guess you don't need to if you've got a wallet. But
Well, franchisation getting pretty popular now, actually.
so what did it
Like
say?
there's NFT marketplaces. Go on. What are you saying?
So I was just messaging peanut butter.
Alright. Where does NFT marketplaces that accept? I think it's Niftyfy or something that you can sell fractions of your NFT for a loan, a crypto loan, which is pretty cool.
I saw about that. That just recently got released, like this month, didn't it?
Yeah. And you could
Yeah.
effectively like pay off the loan with your NFT because it's in fractions.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. That's interesting. I know I know people that have done crypto-backed loans through BlockFi, where you put up Bitcoin or ETH or whatever, and I mean, if you put up 1 Bitcoin, you only get 50% in loan. But then when I heard about the NFT thing, I was like, damn, I might need to like value my NFTs. Like
Oh yeah,
I might need to take it a loan.
it's pretty cool. Well, yeah, it's like essentially you can do it because an NFT is an ERC 721 token, which is just fungible, non-fungible token. But if you fractionalize it, the token into ERC20 tokens, and ERC20 tokens are traded on dexes and exchanges to essentially can make it a temporary currency to exchange on normal dexes, but you can't
Yo,
do with
yo,
NFTs.
Resonator, are you still here? Are you still with us? This is an amazing idea.
I'm here, mate.
With with the CryptoPunk that you said, you're gonna trade up to and then you're gonna like give away to the community. You should fractionalize the value of the CryptoPunk, and like Kevin on Earth did with the 99 badges, like maybe you have like the first 256 or whatever people get a stake in that punk, and you hold it as an investment for the community.
Yeah, that is pretty sick. I don't know, like you can fractionalize it on those marketplaces, like fractional, but I don't think it can translate. I don't know. You'd have to like transfer all of your fractions towards Decentraland, which I don't know if the Decentraland really supports that, but
It will one day if we wanted to.
well, you could do voting through fractionalization. So the voting topic is a huge NFT, but it's fractionalized into votes. So if you own the fractionalization, if you request a vote, you get a token in return, and that represents your vote until the vote has stopped, and then yeah.
What do you think about that, Rez?
Hello.
Yo, it's an awesome idea, mate. I love it. I need to get the CryptoPunk first, though. I need to get past the trainers and everything. I mean, I'm not very experienced at that, so I'd need help from like kind of both of you on it. You know what I mean? Or at least someone who knows more about it, because that's quite new stuff to me.
Yeah, Well, it is like I don't know how old fractalization is. If, like in the past year, it's been like
Yeah.
emerging on
Assuming
GitHub and stuff.
assuming you don't trade up to a CryptoPunk from these shoes within the next week or two, I think we can have some time to work it out.
Good time. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're not saying it's a bad thing if I get a CryptoPunk in the next week, though.
Oh gosh. If you
Yeah.
get a CryptoPunk in the next week, I'm like I'll quit my job and come work for you. Like,
Some Wolf of Wall Street shit right there.
yeah, like straight up.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you make? A CryptoPunk a week. All right, I'm down.
I mean,
That would be, yeah, you're right there, actually. um, I've got so many offers for these shoes, but I need to make sure it's an upward offer because it's at like what $200 or something. The value's at now, so it's like possible to get a CryptoPunk. Instead of like when I started out, I was like, right, it's a good idea. Probably might get like a few views, but I didn't even know if it would be possible. Then Dr. Greenthumb just like exploded it to a different level. So yeah,
it's pretty sick.
Yeah, that
yeah,
is
it is sick,
awesome.
mate. But it's all down to him, really. He traded like you know them OG Decentraland hoodies. He traded one of them for these shoes. I was like,
Oh,
what? Yeah,
that seems like a bad trade.
very bad trade for him. He lost like what, like 10x or something. Yeah,
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's
yeah,
really bad.
yeah. But he's just like, I
Maybe
mean,
it was
I didn't
important.
instigate. He just hit me up and said, check your address, and I looked at it and it was there, and I was like, shit, what? Then he got a glow cap sent to us as well for the series.
Sick.
Now it's a glow cap and a pair of trainers.
Let me. Right, I'm just gonna try something in DCL in the SDK. I'm gonna try your swap thing, Rez.
I'll be right
Swap,
back.
the swapperoo.
Hello.
What do I mean?
And I said, ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Did you make it already?
No, I'm not made it already. I'm making it now.
Jesus, I didn't even expect you to make it. You know what I mean? I just thought it was like an idea.
Well, it's a really cool idea, so better do it before someone else does it.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if I knew I'd be making this shit, I'd probably be starting as well, mate. But I've just really want to be making YouTube videos. And now I don't know why. Just over the past like 2 days, I've gained like 20 subscribers or something.
I subscribed actually in the past 2 days, so woohoo!
Thank you. I'm at like 72 now.
It's climbing.
I'm slowly growing. I think peanut butter's about to hit 1,000.
Sick. Oh my
Very
god.
close. Yeah, he's at 925.
I've seen like I don't have time for like writing blogs recently. I mean, I could do like some tutorials on the SDK or something. But
Rainbows at? There's a peanut butter.
what? Oh, does he do that too?
He was just streaming in the game with peanut butter right now. It looks like they're at a wearable place.
Let me.
The Pride thing. They're checking out wearables, it looks like.
I saw him there like the other day.
Just checking out some stuff. There seems to be something going on with Matic this morning. I've heard of people inside the casino not being able to gamble and it crashing, but also funds disappearing from wallets, which is a bit weird, and then not appearing in the transaction. And then I tried to buy something over here inside Decentraland. Definitely have the funds to buy it, but the transaction keeps failing. So it's a little bit worrying. I've never had any of these issues with Matic ever, but today,
Yeah.
weird.
What are you trying to buy?
Some kind of
A
coat.
big hoodie? Oh, a coat.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's like a coat. I don't buy too many
I'm
wearables.
Rainbows. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say you started to get on the wearables.
Yeah, no, I'm very there's so many. I mean, they're wearables. They're cool. It's fun.
There's a lot now.
But at the end of the day, I'd rather buy, say, the Matic token than actual wearables.
Oh, damn! This big purple overcoat.
Yeah, it's 300. But It's where it starts, right? They get you with one thing, it's
Yeah.
it's another. Not to say it's not cool, but it's out of pure enjoyment, right? Disposable
Started
income.
on the sandbox wormhole,
Sandbox. What's going on
rabbit
with
hole. Yeah.
Sandbox?
Well, the NFTs that they've got, I feel like a Pokemon collector or something when I'm buying them because each of them's got like a different description, and I think that the description means what they do in the game. That's what I'm like trying. Like I might be putting two and two together and making three, but it sounds like whatever the description is of that NFT that you buy is what it's going to do in the game. So I've got a dragon and I've got a bird, and
Mm,
someone's trying to trade as a Japanese man who's doing something with the umbrella. I don't even know really for these trainers, but it's worth like $350 or something.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's the thing as well. Like with these wearables, they're cool, but it's like when you think about other metaverses, I mean, you can buy land for like 300, right? And
decently priced in Sandbox.
yeah, so it's like, well,
Yeah,
do you go and make an early investment in one of these things and just let it sit and become one of
yeah.
these these guys in Decentraland who buy land and don't build? But are you better off doing that than buying a wearable? But then again, on the other side, right, is that if you're committed to a metaverse, then do you just kind of enrich that one, right?
Stick with that one. Yeah. I know what you mean. There's a lot of cool things going on in the sandbox though, so I don't even fully understand it, like
Yeah,
100%. Because some people can play it, like I know Mobster can play it. He's got access to it. Oh, pardon me, sorry. And he's got land in it, and he's got like a game going on that he's part of and everything. Um,
really?
seems like yeah. It's called Planet Rift. The game he's
Planet
building in
Rift.
there. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
So,
in his bio on Twitter.
so
I have to
this
have
is
a look at it.
my thought on it. Like, if you look at the average daily users for any metaverse, it's not even coming anywhere close
Yeah.
to the average daily users of like literally any social media platform or any major, online gaming like Xbox, PS4, etc., World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And so where we are right now, like there is literally the space for all of the metaverses to grow like 100x without
Yeah.
stepping on each other's toes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
So
completely agree with you, full on. That's why, I mean, it's part of the reason why I hate seeing any kind of competition at this stage. I mean, I love competition, but there's a time and a place for it, and we don't want to be fighting over breadcrumbs. There's so much room to grow. So as you mentioned, it's like, well, how long do you have to wait for it to actually kick off, though, as well? Like, if it's going to be 5 years, 10 years, like, we kind of want these.
Somebody somebody asked that in the Wonder Mine the other day, and they were like,
Yeah.
"When is mana gonna finally pop off?" And I was like, "Have you looked at the fucking charts?
Yeah,
Because this year it's up 2,100%,
exactly.
and I consider that popping off." And they were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, like I guess." And I was like, "What do you mean you
What it
guess?"
means is, when is it gonna pop off after I've
For
gotten in?
them, yeah, for them, exactly.
It's so funny. But
Love
it's
that.
like even despite that, it's will they even get off now? I mean, get in now? Um,
No,
they
there probably
probably
those people
won't.
that are
They'll
like, "Oh
hesitate.
man, I missed the train."
Yeah, the wait till it goes to $5 and be like, damn, I should have got in at a dollar,
Yeah,
whatever.
and then they'll buy in
That's
at
how it
10 and
works.
then it'll
Yeah,
crash and then they'll sell.
yeah, yeah. It's part of it's badge of honor, isn't it? Having to kind of buy high, sell low. Like we've all kind of been there. Just hopefully you don't do it too many times.
I just buy high and like
Hold.
cry at night.
You gotta stake. Like if you buy high, like I mean, I've probably said this a few times, but the more I've traded, the less I trade, or I've learnt to trade less and just buy low and stake. Buy as low as you can and stake. And then eventually, if you have a longer time horizon, 1 year, 2 years, longer than that even, then I think that will be okay. It's just trying to get these quick, instant gratification that really hurts us. In the even in the medium short term type thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. So I think it was T3 that sent out an email, not an email, a note to say how to get a girlfriend. And it's like, mate, you got to maybe we should all. Oh, he's on mute now. Oh, sorry, he's deafened himself, so I can't crack that joke because it's kind of pointless cracking a joke on the person even they're not around to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? But anyway, it was just like a joke. It's just a joke Discord thing saying how to get a girlfriend. It's like, you should stop doing this. Girls want this and that. It's just funny. Yeah.
Mad memes and ETH $ eyes.
How to get a girlfriend, get out of the metaverse.
How to get a girlfriend, make a lot of money in the metaverse, and then get out of the
Ooh.
metaverse.
How to get a girlfriend, buy the unicorn wearable and tell her she can have it when she comes into the metaverse.
Oh man, Pink Bambi might go for that. I think that's how Kevin on Earth proposed.
Oh, Pink Bambi? Yeah. That's just how you get love. I mean, I'm at Rainbow Road. Tell me this place isn't a chick magnet.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude,
that's
it's an
funny.
everything magnet.
Yeah, so funny. But yeah, I guess, the whole investment of wearables versus buying land, like if there's so much room, then you're going to spend, even 1,000 mana split over 5 or 6 different wearables. Are you better off investing in an up and coming thing like Sandbox or some other metaverse? Because they should, in theory, transition to each other, right? So I think the meta key, I mean, I don't have it, I don't own the NFT, but I think the meta key looks at always working towards joining metaverses together, right? I think that's the first kind of
Um,
one.
yeah, that's kind of like where everybody's working to, where you can kind of like jump between planets, um, like you would in a video game.
Yeah,
You want to jump to a different world or something like that. Um, And so MetaKey is working on having basically you own this one key that's an NFT, and they work with all these companies and organizations across the metaverse. And you might not have a Decentraland account, but there might be a benefit for you if you were to get a Decentraland account, right? And then
yeah,
long term, being able to like with crypto avatars by Polygonal Minds, jumping from one metaverse to the other metaverse, and you're wearing the same skin. Like the Cool Banana is one of
yeah.
their like main ones. Like being able to jump through the metaverses as a cool banana. So cool stuff like that in the works.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, there are so many metaverses popping up as well. I heard that Fortnite recently got a $1 billion investment to build out their metaverse. So, I mean, what does that do? Like, does it devour all the other metaverses, or do they actually have a
No,
chance to grow?
I think it goes back to like what I was saying earlier. There's so little user base right now in the metaverses, like for what is going on, which is like absolutely mind-boggling in some cases. Like the average user base is so low, and there's a lot of
Yeah,
reasons for that. One, because you have to be or you have to know about cryptocurrency, you have to be comfortable using cryptocurrency, and you have to be fairly technically savvy as well as above the age of 18
yeah,
to link your bank accounts and then actually set something like this up. So there's a lot of barriers right there.
yeah,
And I think that the more companies that get into the space, the better it is for the space because there's so much room to grow.
yeah. There's tons. And
It
yeah.
make it safer as well for people to use. If there's companies there,
Oh, yeah. It brings legitimacy, and you're right. Makes it a bit safer.
I guess people would trust it more, and then it's just mass adoption.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
did
that's
you
the
guys see
goal.
that? Yeah, for sure. Mass adoption would be great, especially for all of us who got in early. Um, did you guys see the MetaMask note this morning that said your seed phrase was turning into a seed recovery phrase? They reworded it.
Oh, sick. I know, I
Did,
didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw that.
did it freak
Is
you
that
out for a
good or
second?
bad?
Yeah, I thought I got hacked for a second.
Yeah, so did I. Everyone, me
Yeah.
too. Me, I think Judas for
Yeah.
like this. I've never seen a notification come up on my MetaMask wallet before, so to kind of have that happen, like, freaked me out a little bit. But it's like, well, did that happen because we understand how crucial it is for you to look after your seed phrase, and till this day, people still get hacked on MetaMask, and people still fall for the Nigerian prince scams, right? Where it's like, hey, you just won $1 million or something, and just send us some money. Or was it? No, sorry, I'm a prince or something, and I need my heir to the throne, and you got to send me money
Yeah.
so I can
I don't even know how that's possible
get.
to be believed.
Oh, yeah,
I
but
think like
Jesus Christ.
it still
I
happens.
guess if you're a bit younger,
Yeah,
I guess.
like the seed phrase is like so sacred
It
that
is.
if you I mean, like, I don't even know my seed phrase. Like, I don't even know a single word in it. I wrote it down one time, like, I don't even know how long ago, and it's in a safe in a
Oh,
room.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Good on you.
like literally, it exists in
Class.
one place, and it's
Yeah.
in a fireproof safe in a
Yeah.
room on a piece of paper, and I have no idea what it is. Um,
I love
so,
that.
How do you
so
not know what it
it's
is? You just because you haven't. Sorry, what do you mean you haven't
Respected.
memorized
I
it?
don't know. I don't know.
yeah, I
I don't
literally
know
wrote
mine is
it
off by
down
heart.
whenever I wrote it down, and then it's been in that safe, hasn't moved ever since, and I'm not
Yeah.
taking it out. The like some of
Yeah.
my friends, they have a seed phrase that is kept in a lockbox at the bank, and then their
Jesus.
father has one of their seed phrases in case they were to die, because he's made so
Yeah.
much in crypto.
Yeah. That's
So he
completely
had to make
reasonable.
sure like his
That's
parents had like
awesome.
a seed phrase and
Yeah.
access to it.
Yeah.
Sick.
Why wouldn't you do that? Of course
I
you
mean,
should.
I've never, I guess I've made enough money to be thinking about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me either, but
Yeah.
this
But I mean,
guy
you've got a
literally.
property, Res. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't. True, and that's obviously got different, well, similar things set up. But like, I haven't got property money in crypto. You know what I mean? So I've never thought about like what would happen if like I passed away or anything, because like there's not really like a life changing amount in it. You know what I mean? But it
yeah.
is something I should start thinking about, because what if like the stuff I've got
If
ends
there
up
is.
being worth shit ton in like the future, and
Yeah.
I'm gone. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
And like that's
You just
actually one of
leave
my
us.
biggest fears. Like having all these accounts, and when you get into it, I can't know how many accounts, but my wife not being able to get access to it. So
Get
like,
in.
Yeah.
like I've started just
Yeah.
trying to get her to be familiarize herself with like the Crow wallet, and like just because that's quite intensive. It's not user friendly. The Crow credit card, I mean,
Yeah.
where you have to like buy. If you want to load your credit
That's
card,
what
you
you were
need to
telling me
buy
about.
crypto. Yeah, yeah. So you got to buy
Yeah.
crypto, then exchange it to the currency to load your wallet. Anyway, like if she can do that, then she'll be able to get access to all the different accounts and stuff. But it is like
Nice.
daunting.
Trying to get my wife into it,
Or
but she's
you
just not
could
interested, mate.
also create a multi-sig wallet,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
bring
and
in the multi up again.
with the multi-sig wallet, you could just have it in your will that gets converted to a single sig wallet or something, and you have your seed phrase for your wallet in your will, and it gets put in right then and there to sign over all of
Jeez.
your funds and accounts.
So who executes the transaction? Because
It
even a
would be
lawyer might
the
not be able to know how
lawyer.
to do that. You'll have to make sure you find someone that can do it for you.
Well, I mean, you'd have to have like a witness and whatnot, right? Or just a
Yeah.
trusted third party, or perhaps you do it, in a legal setting, but there is the document that is handed to them, face down, and they type it in and then immediately shred it.
Yeah.
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 Well, they want to keep it.
It has
As
to be
long as they
done.
don't keep it on the desktop in a notepad document, then the worst place to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it has to be done. But yeah, I mean I'm just such a believer in crypto. I know that you guys all are as well. And
Nah,
I
I
just
hate
think
it.
crypto
That's why we're here,
is
man.
yeah. I mean, so you already
Terrible.
believe that it's the asset to be in. Like, why be
Yeah.
in, other than for diversification, like, why be in shares? Why be in property? Why be in kind of anything else? Like, for the next 5, 10 years, whatever, how long, crypto just should be the space. I mean, so that's why I'm like
Yeah.
totally tempting to kind of remove some properties and just be like, you know, go into crypto.
I'd buy some Bitcoin right now. I mean, I don't have the money now, but because if you look at it on Google, it's the dip, but then it's going back up from the dip,
Oh,
and
dude,
it's like,
I don't even get me started on Bitcoin. I'm not a Bitcoin guy.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the charts. I'm not like, um,
Yeah. But even if you were like, you know, I mean, because you're knowledgeable, right? DCL, like it's different when
I
you're kind of been in the
I
game.
I pretend to be.
Yeah, and I'll give you more credit, mate. Like compared to the masses, like you are knowledgeable. All of us here are. But it's,
we
Bitcoin
have the base
is
knowledge, don't we? It's like
you can put your
we've said someone came in.
yeah. I mean, if you know how to create a MetaMask account and log in and out and buy a wearable, you're knowledgeable.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and then it's like, I mean, Bitcoin, you can put your 401k in there, your superannuation, like,
It's
and
brilliant.
it's crazy. And okay, it might not be the most. I mean, probably
But
Litecoin, Mana, or whatever is going to outperform Bitcoin, but
I wouldn't
Bitcoin
put
is
the
still going to do
401k
10x.
in Bitcoin though.
What's
You
that?
know, I wouldn't put like if you put your 401k in Bitcoin, I wouldn't do that. I put it in like there's an index fund for
Grayscale.
cryptocurrencies. Yeah, so you can put it in there.
Why would you prefer to put it in the index fund over actually Bitcoin itself?
Because
You can directly invest through your 401k into the indices instead of investing directly into crypto. So you could have all of your 401k going directly into a Grayscale fund.
Yeah, but I'm
oh
saying
yeah,
you can also use your 401k to buy Bitcoin. So I'm saying why
oh yeah.
use it to buy a stock in Bitcoin when you can just own the Bitcoin?
It's like so the only reason index funds exist, right, is because if somebody puts all the money in one company, their money is dictated, but the money's value is dictated by how well that company does. But let's say in an index fund, it contains 250 of the best companies. So if you put in, you're literally investing in all of them at the same time instead of
Yeah,
individually, which would be more expensive.
yeah.
And
No,
if one
sorry.
of them goes down, it corrects itself.
Yeah.
So if one of them goes down, another one's up and it
Yeah,
does arbitrage.
yeah.
And
Sorry, what I meant, I should have clarified. What I meant is, if there is an index, yeah, so it's an index, so you're getting some diversification. As I guess what I meant was, if there was a stock that was Bitcoin only, then I guess it wouldn't be an index fund. It would just be a
Bitcoin, yeah.
stock. Yeah. That's what I meant. I see
Or
what you
a
guys are
share
doing.
or how many Bitcoins you buy, whatever.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but the index fund for crypto, I can't remember what it's. I think it's BitFi. Like you mentioned the DCL curations.
BlockFi.
Yeah. It's that way. There's like loads of Ethereum, shitcoins, loads of stuff. You just invest in all at once. So yeah.
Oh no, BlockFi only has like 8 coins available. It's run on the Gemini platform, I believe. And
Ooh.
BlockFi, like on your Ethereum, you earn 4.6% APY. On your USDC and your GUSD, you earn 8.6% APY. So like I have a lot of my funds in a secure BlockFi account, and you can have the interest, which gets paid out monthly. You can have it paid out in any currency that you want. So I have all of my interest paid out in Ethereum every month.
So like dividends then.
It's just a high interest bearing, savings account to me.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'll just go into that then. Need that money, so
Yeah.
it's better than a savings account with high
Oh
interest.
yeah. No, I was like,
Yeah.
my family's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like with this tomfoolery in the crypto
Oh,
space.
they don't get
I'm
it.
like, oh, I'm sorry, that bank account that you have earning you 0.0001%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm earning 8.6. So shut the fuck
Bitch.
up.
Like, you know,
I mean,
flap your money around.
it's like, granted, I think we would all agree the centralized world is safer, right? So I mean, if you say you buy something, you only get 1%, 2% interest, like you're paying for a lot more security versus a crypto system, which is so brand spanking new, right? But just the reward that you get compared to a normal bank account, which is like you said, like 0.5% interest, is just so high.
It's ridiculous.
It's like worth the risk, and it's like everyone needs to come on their own journey. They need to kind of come in,
Well,
spend 6 months in crypto before they kind of are convinced that
what I
okay,
what I
it's
find
real.
interesting though is that you say like this thing about risk, but you know, in the past decade there have been several breaches of security, leaked accounts, and stolen funds across
Yeah,
major banking institutions,
yeah, but
right?
banking institutions
And
are supported and insured, right, by also even the
and
government.
well, insured up to a certain extent.
Yeah,
So
like 80 grand. Yeah.
um, if you have, over a certain amount, you're never going to see that money again. And just regardless, it's unsettling that that happened in the first place. Now you got to go change all your passwords, shred your credit cards, reset your identity because fucking everything's on the black market now. Like not even a joke. I actually got a black market alert today. I have a black market tracker for all of my credentials. Um, and it's crazy the leaks that happen. It
Yeah.
wasn't for any of my crypto related accounts. It was for something useless that isn't attached to anything. But still, I have a black market tracker. For those
I'll have to get one of those.
reasons.
Do you know what they were
I
doing
change
it?
my passwords like frequently.
It was a security breach. Some hacker hacked into the database of an app that I had downloaded like years ago or something,
Yeah,
and stole account information.
yeah. It's all about
But not
ID.
on a scale.
Like what's it called? When they steal
Identity
your ID,
theft.
yeah, identity theft. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Y-
but because it's like, so decentralization, because it's on a decentralized server, everything's on a decentralized network. So
Mm,
basically, there's no single point of attack. So, like, centralized, all your data's stored in one server,
mm,
which is, on one network. It might be slightly distributed, but it's all one network connected to a server. And, it's easily, once it's penetrated, you're in and you've got all the details then. So, it's not like decentralized networks where it's spread across multiple computers and they're all anonymous. They all have like different addresses, and it'd be
yeah.
quite hard to hack in, near impossible. But yeah,
To hack into a decentralized network. Yeah.
well, yeah, it's like one giant multi-sig wallet to approve a transaction on the Bitcoin network. The miners, all the computers that are being used as processing power for the miners need to approve it before they mine it and after they mine it. So
Yeah.
they all, there's validators and there's miners in there. So the validators are the distributed computers and the miner is just a person mining.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just an update on the Polygon thing. Decentral Games just released a note saying Polygon is experiencing latency issues right now with transactions. Please pause all crypto bets. So there is something happening.
god damn it. You can be an Ethereum validator, right now.
All right.
For the
Can you can
Ethereum
you
2.0.
can you expand on that? You're saying because Polygon's a layer two, it could be actually something wrong with layer one.
Oh no, I wasn't saying Polygon was something wrong with it. I was saying if you go on the Ethereum website
Yeah.
can go on ETH.2.0.
ETH.2.0.
You can either have a stake in the next Ethereum. What?
ETH.2.0. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a look at it on stream.
I just staked some earlier today. I didn't realize how easy it was. Literally, like I'm on Coinbase and it says, "Do you want to stake it?" And I clicked yes, and then it's like it's staked now.
Oh yeah.
What you staked in Ethereum?
I staked my ETH in the ETH 2.0, whatever the hell it is, pool, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do
I need
that with
6%
Rocket.
APY on Coinbase.
Oh, gotta get in.
But you also can't touch it until the ETH 2.0 is released.
Yeah.
Well, it acts as like the it's proof of stake protocol. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can become a validator on the network, so you don't have to put money in. But you set up your computer as a validator.
Yeah, but to run a staking node, you have to have 16 ETH to put up.
Oh no, you can do it with what is it called? Rocket something. Where you only have to put in 0.01. That's the minimum.
Okay, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wait, did Kevin on Earth just drop his?
Wearable.
I'm seeing
Rocket
stuff
Pro.
about it on Twitter.
Do you have a Medikey?
That's yes, I have a Medikey, but this is actually for having a on Earth badge.
Okay. Don't know what that is. Perhaps
The for Kevin on Earth, you know Kevin on Earth, right?
Yeah. Close.
So he's got a 9 badge, which was like the first 9 subscribers that he had on his channel. And then a 99 badge was available to claim for the first 99 subscribers on his channel. And he's recently released like royalties through the badges for his songs. And he just created a hat NFT with Sango. And anybody with a badge gets one dropped for free.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that whole wearable concept. I mean, I know everyone, I guess, should be working on one, especially early on, and I look forward to kind of doing that as well. When I've got 4 NFT holders now of the first plant seed, and oh man, I can't wait to kind of get into creating wearables and dropping everyone one and start selling them, getting into that whole process. Oh, it's going to be fun.
Definitely. Well, hey guys, I got to go, but T3 Resonator 100 Rainbows, this was a great talk. I appreciate the time.
Chat with you, man.
Hey, cool, man.
Take it easy, buddy.
Talking.
We'll see you around soon.
Night, y'all. Bye.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Boy.
See you later, boy.
We've left green for my Green Gully. In the server, in your server.
Oh.
I don't know if he's still there.
What, is he over there?
He's always lonesome.
Oh, he left the channel. Was he in the server, was he?
He was in. I just saw him. I was going to say hi. But
he's chatting inside.
No, he's in Hawaii.
Twitch. I actually said, but I haven't seen the KOE hat in my wallet yet. Oh, I guess he's got it. He just hasn't seen it yet.
Sick.
We'll come back soon, buddy. Yeah, let us know.
I'm waiting for that wearable drop to buy wallet as well.
Yeah. Well, if he's going to do it via Matic, then...
Yeah, not now.
That'll explain why it's not...
Yeah.
So how do you even... have you got to list... Have you got to be in the Matic network and sell something or create something on OpenSea while on the Matic network? Or how do I get something on the Matic, you know what I mean?
I think you don't need to do it yourself, unless you're talking about a token. But if you're talking about wearables...
one of my NFTs, right?
Yeah.
One of my NFTs, for example, I haven't minted it yet.
Yeah.
If I go to transfer it to someone, it says that... Like, I try to transfer it on Matic.
Oh, right.
And it said that, I needed to switch back to Ethereum. So do I need to be a Matic when I create it or
I
something?
think
You know
so,
what I mean?
yeah. I mean, I've never done it, but I would assume that. So
Yeah.
whatever the OpenSea Matic link is, I would mint it in there. And it doesn't cost you anything to
Yeah.
mint, so like you can test it out pretty
Yeah.
safely.
Um,
And then if it's not what you want, just burn it, you know. Or don't even need to burn it, you
yeah.
just delete it. Oh, here you go, matic.opensea.io.
Oh, so you create on there?
That's how I would do it. Yeah, I mean, I would
Oh,
do a
okay.
test, but when I log
Yeah.
into matic.opensea, I can see my profile pops up, so it knows my wallet address.
Yeah.
All my NFTs pop up. So that's cool. How
That
it
is
gets
cool.
transferred, I don't know. I don't what?
Let me make my new
Why do I
NFTs
have?
right now.
I don't know why I have two hats. I shouldn't have two hats.
The glow hats.
Yeah, for some reason there's two in my wallet. Don't know how that happened.
Mm.
Who transferred me this one? Oh, this was transferred by MetaZoo directly. So he must have sent me one.
You must
I,
have heard it and then got your wallet and transferred it without looking or something.
I don't know how I did. Yeah, because
Yeah, if you had it on.
I know that he was giving them away for free because you know obviously of everything
Yeah.
that's happened. And he lodged a specific Discord to say if you haven't got one, jump into this Discord and he'll give you one. So if you guys wanna, if you haven't got one, the links in the my server. Make sure you go get one.
Sick. There we go.
Yeah. Um, I
I
think I
got two
posted it.
now.
I think I posted it in general. So I've actually got one hat from Larry, and then one hat from MetaZoo. So that's interesting. It's I wonder if the one it's almost known as Larry's glow hat. No, that's right. We won't get that going.
Yeah, maybe not now, mate. But I think I've been blocked personally.
I don't
Oh,
know where it
really?
is. Actually.
Yeah, I went to check if it was causing any more drama on Twitter, just to be entertained. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
couldn't find his account when I tried to search for it. So then went on my messages on Discord, and he's either removed his profile pic or he's blocked us because it's. I haven't tried to message him or anything, but it's like a different profile image. It's like a bot one. You know what I mean? So I'm imagining that means that I'm blocked.
Hope he's doing
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
It's drama. Too much drama.
He needs to
Not why I'd be blocked. But
take a breath and come
Kit Kat.
back and real life. I mean, metaverse is great, but real life is where you breathe and
And live.
yeah, and sleep and go to the toilet.
God damn it. Sleep's terrible.
Yeah, I know how much you love sleep. But you know, the more you get of it, the more quality you get of it, the more efficient you can be in the metaverse, mate.
Hmm? You're saying I'm not efficient? Yeah.
Are you pessimistic?
you don't like sleep T3?
Yeah, it's weird when I go to sleep. It's not nice. Just get a bad feeling, you know.
No, Jesus. You have what kind of
Never
dreams
heard
do you
that
have,
one
mate?
before.
Oh no, I just twitch. It's just like
Oh,
go to sleep, twitch. Oh my god, I wake. So you have like involuntary movements. It's like,
oh
oh
yeah.
god. Damn it.
Abrupt awakenings. Um,
Yeah, it just keeps you up.
it's like a bit of a phase. I think I used to go through that where you just do like I don't know, a sudden jerk or something and it wakes you up.
Mm,
I
yeah,
always thought that I don't know, this might sound a bit crazy, but I've noticed the jerking people, right? So like, you know, when you're sleeping with your wife or something, like she always like does the jerk and then she's asleep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I always took it as in like once you do that it means that you're officially like asleep. You're
Yeah.
waking up when
Or
it
you're
happens
just
to you.
about to
So yeah. You're just about to fall off, and then your body
Yeah.
kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it keeps twitching you on
I'm just
jerks.
staring at my wife while she's sleeping. I'm not creepy, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I've noticed
You
that.
gotta have done that more than once. I mean, you know, I don't think it's creepy to stare at your wife. Well, yeah. I mean, if she's not your
You
wife,
watch
then
TV.
True. Um,
Hey, watch on cameras right now.
you know she's staring at you when you're sleeping, and you know you got that drool hanging out.
I don't know,
She's
wake up
having a
with
look.
looking at us a few times and get a bit freaked out. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I wake up the dog in my face more often, actually.
Oh,
Bit
that's
of drill
hilarious.
coming down and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a big black Labrador.
Oh, that's so funny you say that.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a dog yet, and we were walking around park the other day, and we're like, you know what? Let's get a dog. Um,
Really? You just
yeah,
walking around the park and just not fuck it, let's do it. Get a
yeah,
dog.
yeah. Well, yeah,
That's
we've
right,
been,
you
we've
make
been
it
wanting
like
one for
Christmas.
ages, right? Just
Yeah. Got a
yeah,
rescue dog myself.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
How's the Labradors
But
in
it's
town?
like,
Oh,
my family's only like anyone I know, so maybe not like direct family, but say like people who brought us up. I've only been around black Labradors. It's really strange. Like I've literally only been around black Labradors. Like everyone I know has got a black lab essentially, so it would just kind of fit in. And then I went exactly. It's really weird. And then I went to the rescue centre, and then the first dog I saw, a black Labrador. I was like, what? This is just so, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Just
It's
like,
written in the stars.
yeah. She's called Lucy, and she's like 5 years old, but she acts like she's 8 years old.
Oh.
Yeah,
Can
she's just
you have
nature's.
levels of maturity in dogs?
I mean, you can have sassiness. You can guarantee you can have sassiness in dogs. It's very sassy. It's very particular as well.
Ooh. It's like, doesn't want certain
She's
food.
just sitting at my feet right now, but like, if anyone else comes in, she's not like aggressive, but she'll bark because she's got bad eyesight, so she can't see who it is. You know what I mean? Until they get close to her, and then she starts wagging her tail and everything. You know what I mean? But she won't like just go up to random. She doesn't like to play with any toys at all. Literally, no toys. She doesn't play with. I just think either she's got like a bad connection with them, or she's just never really been taught how to play with them.
Maybe it's because she's like got bad eyesight, so she doesn't feel the full
I mean,
effect.
even I got her before she had bad eyesight. Like it's definitely got worse since I've had her, and she still didn't play with them then.
Just poisoned her. How dare
I don't know
you?
what.
Yeah, with
she's
the whole Labrador thing, what's the because we were discussing Labradors versus those, oh, what are they called? Those poodle
Golden
dolls or
retrievers?
something?
Poodle.
Labradoodles.
Labradoodles, yeah, poodle. What did I say? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because they have actual hair and they don't molt as much. So, like, how's the molting on the
Yeah.
Labradors?
Oh my god, you know what it all made, honestly. Like literally picking chunks out of a coat. I'm not even joking. Like it's everywhere, man. I have to hoover at least twice a day. No joke. Otherwise, it is like everywhere. Like I've got carpet as well, and if you just like, so I literally hoovered like 3 hours ago or something. But if I rub my feet on my carpet here, I'll be able to like pick up a fur ball. Literally,
God.
so bad. Got to put like
Fast growing.
got to put like a blanket down in the back of the car and everything. Otherwise, just covered in dog hairs. Literally.
Yeah.
It's a cool evolutionary thing though. It's like they shaved themselves. Or, you know, really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Like,
if I was to get another dog, I would a pit bull. So much.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like you about
I
people.
think they're like really like nice little dogs.
Mm,
Yeah, they've got like
protective as well.
bad reputation, haven't they? It's like pit bulls.
My friend's got a boxer. That's like a
Oh,
lovely
they're
dog. It's
awesome.
a puppy as well. So cute.
Yeah, my auntie is like the only dog she gets is a boxer.
They've got a bit of an upside down face though.
It's funny.
Yeah.
That's part of their appeal, right? It's the grumpy all
When
the
they
time.
run, the flaps are just like, you know, it's
The legs are so long and the paws are quite big as well that it just doesn't really look right when you look at them as well. Like when they're fully grown. But it's really cute dogs.
Yeah.
Love dogs. Would like to like train dogs and stuff like that, but it just so much work and everything. Something I think would be really interesting.
Trying to play the piano. That'd be good.
Oh, like you know, like Dog Dynasty and stuff like that. They got
No.
protection dogs.
What?
Like Hulk. Have you never heard of Hulk the dog?
No.
The massive pit bull that's like 180 pounds or something. More, I think, actually. I don't know. It's massive. This guy who's like essentially just breeds pit bulls, and trains them into being like very, very high cost protection dogs, and then sells them to, like celebrities and stuff. And like one puppy, I think is what, like 10,000 or something like that. Something ridiculous. Got like 100 dogs. They were all having puppies.
Sorry, he's got 100 dogs.
Dog Dynasty.
Oh, what's that?
Just I saw it on Facebook actually, but it's like just a guy. You've never heard of Hulk, the massive pit bull?
Oh yeah. I've heard of it. I've heard about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a freaking
It's that
horse.
guy. Yeah, yeah. That is fucking. It's so big. Jesus.
I think I've found the right picture. Is it this guy? A minute.
It's all over Facebook. Well, my page, literally everywhere.
This dude, I've just posted it now.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Look at the size of that dog.
It's Photoshop, doesn't it? It looks like
It's not though. It's really not. If anything, it doesn't look as big as what it does on some of the videos.
God. That head.
Yeah. God, young
Monstrous.
lad. Old now. Oh my god, the size of the head. What have they got on it for a collar? It looks like a brake, like a bike lock or something. The collar.
Yeah, actually, I didn't notice that. Wow. Oh no, it's a handbag. Looks like that's a handbag.
Handbag.
You can see the white.
Where?
Oh no, it's like over here. Okay. Maybe it's to pull him away. Maybe it's to pull his head away. If he gets too rough.
I'd ever seen Breaking Bad? They tie someone to a pole with a bike lock.
Yeah, I haven't seen that far into Breaking Bad. Season 3 for the teddy bear, and then I stopped watching. So
that was early on. I don't know.
Yeah. I know what scene you are in now. That's when he strangles him, right?
Yeah, that I remember watching that. Like, it was one of the first things I watched on Netflix, and it was so crazy to watch. Like, didn't they try to dispose of a body with acid in a bathtub, and it melted through the ceiling or something?
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hydrochloric acid. Yeah.
Hydrochloric acid. Alright.
Yeah.
Too
So
specific.
that's in your stomach.
Very specific T3.
He knew that.
You know?
Just remember the acid name.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, hydrochloric acid's it's a pretty common acid, isn't it? In terms of
Yeah, it's
dealing
like
with
I don't know the
microbes.
pH, like 2 pH level. Like Coke is 3, so that's really acidic. You know? Coke is pH level of 3, so it's like really acidic.
Right.
I saw something where the value of Coke has dropped by like $1 billion or something like that because of Ronaldo's. He was sitting at a press conference, and they had 2 bottles of Coke in front of him, and he took them both off like the like away from the camera and says that he doesn't like Coke or something. Yeah,
that's brilliant. That's outrageous. That's really bad, but brilliant.
Does he a sponsorship with another? Like,
I think it just is in like actual health. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on.
I mean, you can't say I'm with Pepsi because Pepsi's on like Coke. So.
You know. Yeah. Pepsi's healthier than Coke, right?
Really?
Not really.
I never liked the
I'm totally bullshitting, right? That's all right.
Yeah, just as usual, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Don't take financial advice from DarkRainbows. Yeah, so the whole
when you were trying to send them shavers.
All right, dudes.
You're off.
Gonna go.
See you, mate.
Try and get some sleep.
Yeah,
I need to make some videos as well.
All right.
All good.
I'll see you in a bit. Tomorrow.
See you around.
Wait, was there no podcast today?
No more events tonight?
Podcast?
It's podcast day, right?
Yeah, I'm on stream.
Oh, okay. So recording all of us.
Just you. I just mute everyone else when they talk. It's hard to do on the keyboard, but you know. Unmute.
See you in a bit then. I'll see you
mate.
tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.
Want to record a video or something, Rainbows?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to do?
Have you seen the I've always seen it on the Explore page but never been. There's like a football stadium or something.
Oh yeah. Let's go have a look.
Yeah, it's called Moonshot. I'll jump in.
Shot.
-434.
Minus 434.
In unicorn.
Let's go.
Unicorn blue though, somehow. Did you hear about the shambles of the event that happened today? That I had on?
Your event?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
what happened?
I put the event out last night and it got accepted and everything.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the like the event and double checked it, all that sort of stuff. I was like, right, good go. Came on ready to get started, and I couldn't see anyone in the game, and nobody was there. But they were telling me that they were there, and they were in the same server as me and everything like that. And I could see people teleporting in the bottom corner to coordinates that I thought was where I was at. And got about 15 minutes in, and I was messaging New Legends saying like, oh, I think something's up with DCL because I can't see people, but apparently they're hearing things. And then I got sent a screenshot of people just standing in a random plot of land, like 15 people standing there, and I checked the events page again, and I put the wrong coordinates. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
It wasn't ideal.
Yeah, no. Hopefully you got them back. Were you able to continue, or was it just too much time lost?
Oh, we did continue from there, but I put the event, like in the description I said I was going to do a giveaway at 20 past, and everyone literally turned up at 20 past, and then people started just doing the parkour again and everything, so
Oh, yeah.
kind of went from there, really, just went with the flow. But what, you can actually play football here?
I'm here.
Oh, weird.
You said minus 434, right?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm at 65. What?
Hey?
Oh, that wrong
Can you
place.
just send me the link?
Sorry.
I'll click on it. I can see where we're
Sorry,
going
mate,
wrong
I'll
with these
put it there.
coordinates, but I can see how that happened.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Where I am now.
I'm literally kicking the football about.
Yeah, I've seen this other game that's real futuristic, but that's alright. I'll look at it later. Where you posted the link?
Oh my god, you can actually score? What? Ball for team 2, reset and ball. Whoa.
Where did you
You can have a full game of football here, mate. This is wow.
Where'd you post the link?
Oh, sorry, in the general resonator.
General? Cool.
Mate, we need to get people here. Like five.
Oh,
We're gonna have like
look
a
at that,
five-a-side
nice.
game of football.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport in here.
This is pretty.
Just get rid of
The
that.
score and everything. Time.
While we're loading in, everything looks like it's bouncing again. It's a full
The
day
market.
is gone. Is Bitcoin going to break up? We'll see. The question now is, right, Bitcoin hit 40,000. It's like whether it's going to break through 40,000 or not. If it doesn't,
So it's either support or retaliate. What is it? Support or resistance?
Yeah, resistance.
Yeah.
So at the moment, 40,000 is acting as resistance. So there's a lot of sellers that want to take profits or get out at 40,000. Are they anticipating lower moves? So we'll have to see what happens.
You in Bitcoin?
What's that?
Guessing you're into. Are you in Bitcoin after into it or?
Am I in Bitcoin? Yeah, I have like a
Yeah, are you, yeah.
portfolio of stuff. I think every portfolio.
I don't have any Bitcoin to be honest right now.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's like 0.001, or even if it's like $100 in there, or whatever it is, I just think you have to have some.
Yeah. But then, yeah, you're right actually. But is it possible that's going to hit 100,000? Like, how likely do you think that is?
Oh, I think it's absolutely likely. The question is when, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is this the
It'll be,
stadium that Lastrom was working on? Might be. I know he
I'm not sure.
sent out a tweet saying that he was working on a football
The
stadium.
game seems It seems to work really well, to be honest.
Team 1 soccer. Team 1 Socceroos. Goal for Team
Yeah, I don't know
2.
what happened there.
Where are you? I can't see you.
I'm right in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Be loading it in.
Alright.
Click the ball in the middle, right? You can hit it in any direction. Imagine having like a couple of people on each team. I would have to run over and stop you from clicking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. This is cool.
Uh,
Oh, wait. So are you kicking it now? The ball's
oh, wait, that
moving,
ball
but
resetting. Oh, it went out of play.
I can't see
Shit,
you
it's
kicking
moving.
that. That's the thing.
Can't see me.
Like,
I
no,
can
I
see you
can't
though.
see you. Yeah. So it's like I'm playing against the
Kicking it.
invisible man,
Oh,
essentially.
shit. You're not in the area that I think you're in at all. Yeah, I'm kind of out of play.
Oh, I have to get the mouse right on the ball. Yeah, I didn't even see the ball
So,
go out of play
oh,
there.
then what? Yeah, I think it's a little bit laggy. Team 1 wins, ladies and gentlemen. Just go.
No. Yeah.
Oh, you're invisible for me now.
I can see you now.
He scored. Fuck.
I haven't scored yet, have
Not fair, because you can run much faster than me in the game.
I? Can I?
Yeah, everyone runs at different speeds. Somehow I've noticed
Ah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's going
Yeah,
to be your internet connection, isn't it? But that's how
that's
it is in
true.
video games, isn't it? Like everyone who has a better ping has that advantage.
You're better in this air. Your ping must be significantly better.
It's like
I
having
mean, this would be a pretty good video if we had like even like 3 aside.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be sick. And then you get the ball virus.
yeah. You could do like teams and then
Yeah,
tournaments and
exactly.
a prize for the team who wins and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure. Oh, he's gonna
So I
roll
think you can
now.
even you could even just use this or someone built it because I can see it in. So when you go into the builder, there's like loads of scenes that's there. Is it possible to use that scene on your land, or is that just being published for you to look at?
When you build a scene, yeah, you can publish like different drafts before you deploy it. If that's what you mean.
I bet like so when you open the builder, you can
Yeah.
see loads of scenes, like
Yeah.
not only
Oh,
yours,
those
but you can see
ones?
like
No,
other
the
people's.
collection? Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
What they wanted to do was eventually like everyone who creates a scene and adds it, you can just deploy that straight on your land. But no, you gotta. That's just it's not even a template. It's just a drawing that you can replicate to give you some
Oh
ideas.
shit. Yeah.
But yeah, but then I was like, oh, that's so hard to do. That's why I can't do
I wouldn't
this.
even know where to start with the stadium. The fans are moving and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Crazy. Tobik says that his sister just makes like stuff in the builder. She hasn't got any land. I don't even know if she plays Decentraland that often, but she just like creates like cool houses and stuff in the builder all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I wonder how I'm definitely going to be looking for someone to build out the 100 Rainbows NFT. So once all this is done,
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to kind of doing the search as well. It's always fun.
Doing the search for someone to create the wearables. That's pretty
Yeah,
on. I mean,
yeah,
you should look at DarkCraft just as an employee. You know, got a kind of a
yeah.
bad promote there. Yeah.
Who was it? DCL Creations got Dapcraft to create the wearable. So
He has.
yeah, so he was yeah, we're chatting a bit. Maybe we can do something together. I don't know. We'll see.
His wearable idea sounds awesome.
Oh, he's got
It's
it like a
realistic.
jumper.
Pretty.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I love the idea.
That's where it's at right now. But it's so early as well. Like it's so early.
Yeah, it is. I mean, getting a brand established in Halo before it like explodes would be like imagine if Nike came in
That's
and
exactly
tried to
it.
do something. Yeah,
That would just
be
overwhelm
amazing.
you. Like, I mean, it's one thing to kind of be in before they're in, but then it's like for you to have any chance before those brands
Yeah,
come in and they just buy
they're
everything
doing it
up,
right now.
it's like, well, good luck. It's over.
They do it right now as well. Literally, like within this week you need to get something submitted essentially. There's
Yeah.
so many good proposals going through,
For
and there'll be so many high
wearables.
quality things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I think eventually it's just anyone should be allowed to get a wearable through, right? It's just
yeah,
going to be as long as it meets minimum requirements, like it's not overly rude or offensive, that type of thing, and then it should go through.
yeah.
Um, that's my
And
understanding. I
the
mean,
zoo caps, that's dope.
oh yeah, yeah,
I can see that being kind of like a thing that's going to overtake having the Atari stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the publicity that it's got, despite its whether they're tainted or whatever. Like
yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Even when you look at it though, I would rather have the zoo cap from the design than the Atari had.
Yeah,
Personally, yeah.
yeah. So would I.
I mean, the
Down to the
shoes
time.
I really like the Atari shoes.
Oh,
I'm
did
not
you
sure.
already
I've got
trade
the.
your? Oh, these Jews. Yeah, yeah.
I haven't traded yet. Still got them.
Still got them.
Got some offers though.
Yeah.
Two
What's
offers.
your best offer?
Oof. It's hard to decide. So I've got Roots offering me Moonmine, or was it Moonminer cap? That's the one. Yeah. But
Moonlight.
that's like 250 mana last sold for, which is the exact same as the shoes. But I'm getting told that the shoes are like so undervalued right now. That anything I do trade for them needs to be like a proper upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also got the cap that Zoos donated to add in with the deal as well, which
Yeah.
is pretty
Uh,
awesome.
After
When you look at
after
the
you
Zoo
do all
shoes,
that, sorry, mate, you go.
I was just gonna say with the Zoo shoes, like even the design of them's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I mean just the fact that they glow
That's the
as
thing on the
well.
back. Yeah. What were you gonna say though, mate?
Oh, I was going to say eventually after this punk things, I'll possibly uh talk about maybe you going through the same project but like ending with the 100 RB NFT.
Oh
Like
damn.
someone to you can start with a paperclip
Yeah.
and then work your way up with the 100 RB NFT being the end goal. Because I would like to see it in your hands. So, like we kind of hang out and stuff, and it's one thing
Yeah.
to get
I'd
it.
love to have it, mate. The only thing
Um,
would be is that the thing with the crypto punks is I'm giving it away. You know what I mean? We
yeah,
can't give
yeah, no,
away a
yeah,
plant the
yeah.
seed.
No, so what I
Yeah.
was
It
saying
needs
was
to. Yeah.
not to I understand that the punk was going to be given away, but like another totally different like swap,
Yeah.
and then it'd be like
Oh,
the end
nice.
result is you getting to keep the NFT if you can't.
Yeah.
But
What is obviously bit. It's not nice to put a value on it, but what is the current value of a plant to say, just to see like how realistic it is? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or how
so
many
point
episodes I could get and all that sort of stuff.
yeah, so they go up 0.05 each one. So the other one,
Nice.
Judas actually bought. It's so good to have Judas on board, like to see it in his hands. But he bought it today at 0.13 ETH.
Awesome.
Um,
Oh, that's not bad.
yeah, and I had
Oh,
a few. So I actually had another offer on it, but I really want to see Judas have it. And then I've released
oh,
the f- so there's 10 in total. 4 have been sold, and the 5 of 10 is currently available. Um, so that one's going for 0.135.
they're picking up a bit of steam now. Sounds like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't done
Uh,
much marketing, but I'm definitely going to drop a wearable for each. Each NFT holder will definitely get a
shit.
wearable.
Well, I might have to jump on this trade
And
thing
then
as soon as possible then.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to have you on board, and I'd love to have New Legends is already there, and then I'd love to have T3. Um,
I'd love to be on
and
board
don't
when
get me
things
wrong, like
happen.
it's fine to kind of have people come on board who want to be part of the community. That's cool, but um, I just think it will work better if you kind of have some kind of rapport. Um,
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
yeah,
Promotion as well though, because like if you're giving it to someone like New Legends, for example, he's obviously going to promote that at the same time, which is good for everyone.
yeah,
You
exactly. And
know?
then
Yeah.
I'm for sure going to do something with Judas, like maybe a whole podcast session with him, and
Yeah.
um, person gets 2 months free rent in the academy with the NFT, and
What?
yeah, I'll give you 2 months.
Whoa.
It's a bit of it's a long list at the moment, because we've got one contract expiring in another month, and then so mid-July one will expire, mid August another one will expire, and then
Yeah.
Judas will get his time. So it's a bit of a waiting list at the moment, which is a good problem to have.
Oh, yeah, it is definitely made. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, is Just Life came in for a month?
Yeah, so no, yeah, so he's got the top floor Just Life for a couple of months, so he'll be there until end of August, rent free, and then he'll
Nice.
decide whether he wants to continue or not. But at the moment, I guess he's put up his pets, and that's really cool. His wife's drawings, and they're like realistic
Yeah.
drawings. Yeah, so that's yeah. I would like to. He's been meaning to come on on the podcast at some stage, but it's just maybe he's been a bit busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some
I mean,
stage,
yeah,
sweet.
definitely. Do you think you're going to give Larry another chance, or leave that one for a while?
Yeah, I mean
Which
that's a
will be there for a
question
while, to be
for.
honest.
I mean, if I do anything with
No.
Larry, it's going to have to be like non-DG related. It's just going to be 100 Rainbows, kind of doing a podcast with him. Yeah,
Everyone
because
deserves a platform, though. You know what I mean? At the same time,
well,
like I'm not saying like involvement DG at all in any way, but
yeah, no,
like
there definitely wouldn't be.
yeah, if this like obviously what you're doing is a community thing, you know what I mean? And everyone
Yeah,
deserves to be a part of the community and have a second chance and all that sort of
yeah.
thing. So obviously he's doing wrong, but I don't imagine that he's planning on going and doing it again. You know what I
No,
mean?
if he
So
does it
yeah,
again, it's over, right?
yeah,
So I don't think that he would.
probably.
Um,
You
yeah,
just I couldn't even imagine someone going through all of that, though, and then doing that again. You know what I mean?
you'd have to like,
It's just being stupid, man. Come
yeah.
on. Yeah.
I mean, he'll go through the normal human emotions of, anger, fear, revenge, that type of stuff, denial. But then hopefully when he comes out of it, he'll, kind of go into acceptance. And the fact that he has given everything back is going to make
Yeah.
the process of forgiveness more acceptable once more time has passed.
Yeah.
And the fact that has said, everything is fixed. Um, and I mean, I think everyone deserves a second chance. And I would
100%,
absolutely,
man.
if he came onto the podcast and was like, I see what I've done and I've seen that it's wrong, and the outcome was just, then I would absolutely want to help him rebuild his reputation. Um,
Yeah.
and I mean, he could, depending on how the attitude he has with this, he could absolutely turn it around. Anyone could turn it around. Um, but if he's willing to work hard, and he could, there is no reason why he couldn't come out with a Larry hat wearable, you know?
Very true.
Like, I mean, how
Yeah.
many
It's
people
just that, I mean, that's just the DAO has to accept it, that's all. Yeah. You have to
well,
get like approved the proposal.
yeah, um,
Yeah. Don't know what research to do into like the reputation of the person, or if it's simply about the proposal. You know what I mean?
yeah,
'Cause I know someone else
yeah, I
has
don't
just had a
know.
proposal kind of accepted, kind of not. He proposed a watch, and they said that it needs to be attached to a piece of clothing. He's like only been in the game for about 8 weeks. He doesn't work for any sort of companies, all on his own. Um, I think it's like I don't even know if they're really looking at what sort of reputation you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't
Yeah.
think that I don't think that I don't know whether they should or shouldn't. I don't know, because everyone should
Yeah,
be
it
allowed to
depends.
enter the
Yeah.
marketplace. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm making it up now. Like maybe reputation is a fair criteria. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just speculating
Um,
now. Yep.
since we're both on the stream, would you mind hopping over to my place, and possibly
Oh,
doing like a little podcast, like just 10, 15 minutes talk.
yeah.
So you're on yours. It'll be episode 3 of the one that I'm doing. The next one's gonna have you're invited on the next one as well, mate. I'm trying to make it like a group one.
Yeah.
So I've got Orchard, Peanut Butter,
Sweet.
Buxton down for it. So if you want to do that as well, we'll try and do it on time when you're streaming. Like, same, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for sure. So how many podcasts have you got going now? Or how many episodes?
I did 2, but that
Right.
was like maybe like 3 weeks ago when I did them, and my
Yeah.
frame rate was terrible and everything. And I wanted to restart it when I've got like an actually record a bit better.
Yeah.
So my videos have been doing quite well recently. I've just hit like 70 subs or something on YouTube, which I'm
Yeah,
happy about.
awesome, mate. Congrats. Yeah, your videos have definitely gone up a notch in terms of quality, mate. That's awesome. I can see you've got a
What's the first video
script.
that I did?
You've got a script. You've got an introduction. That's
Yeah, it's still all just like basic stuff though. You know, I'm still trying to improve on it each time, literally.
well, then it
Each
gets
video is
better,
trying to
right?
get better from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Like when I watched the first video, I'm like, Jesus Christ! How did I even like publish it? How could I watch that and think that was worthy of being on my channel? But I don't want to remove it because I like going back and watching it. I know I can put it
it's
as
nostalgic.
private.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But
wouldn't do that.
I still like having it there.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be looking at it and going. I mean, it should make you cringe a bit, right? Because then you're improving. But if you're looking at it going, oh, I'm never going to produce a video of that quality again, then it's kind of like, oh, well, you don't want that feeling.
Very true.
So that's
The
cool.
one that you were involved with, you know, the Shark Tank one. I don't know why. I don't know if you've got onto it yet, but you know, Reddit, Peanut Butter suggested every time you post a video, pop it in the Decentraland Reddit, and mate, some of them get like 50 upvotes and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I got like you can see where your subscribers come from on YouTube when you go into analytics and stuff. And I think like 50% of my subscribers came from Reddit or something.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reddit.
So yeah, just you don't. There's no like restrictions to post in a Decentraland group either. You can just post essentially anything in it. Really, you can see how many people's active and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I've been like timing when I post a video for when the most people are online on Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll need to maybe get on that. I was just thinking. So, did you say that you wanted to do a podcast now for 10, 15 minutes or something?
If possible,
you mean later?
unless you plan on ending the stream or something.
Yeah, no, I've got to do something.
Well, you know,
I've actually got to do something in literally 15 minutes.
No worries, man.
No, I just want to check back at the casino. But yeah, we can do something like right now.
All right,
Is that
that's
your
good.
place?
Yeah, I sent I sent the link in again to the Resonator same thing.
Yeah, cool.
Channel, yeah.
Something there. That's the easiest way to do it.
But,
Isn't it? Just posting your link.
yeah, I got a basketball court on the roof actually, mate.
Ooh, what?
We can shoot some hoops after the game.
Jump.
after the podcast, sorry.
How did you do that? Did you do that? Or how did you?
It's literally just a brick wall with a hoop on it. There's no basketball or anything. You just got to use your imagination. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a game that belongs next to the box at the train station for sure.
Yeah. Imagine
We can't afford no hoop. We got a wall and a basketball.
Exactly, man.
If it pops, it's over.
Very ghetto. There's no lines on the court or anything either. Just a glass floor, so you gotta be careful if you fall over. You might, break it and cut your arm or something.
Watch out.
Also on a rooftop playing it, so try not to fall over the side.
Coming in.
There's a helicopter here as well. I don't know if you've seen that.
What's this?
Bit of a weird mix. Trying to fill up the top of the roof with anything really. Bar, we've got basketball court, we've got what looked like a cafe sort of seating area. We've got another little seating area and a big helicopter just plonked there.
Yeah, still loading in.
Fun to play. I don't know how. Have you never played around the builder ever?
Yeah, no, I have. When I first started, I have. It's fun. You can spend a lot of time there. I actually got some of the my girls. They're going to go in there, and they were playing with it around with it themselves. They loved it.
Nice.
Yeah.
pretty cool. They play Minecraft and stuff. Is that like the same?
Yeah, they love
With
Roblox
the,
and Minecraft and all
oh,
that stuff.
Roblox.
Yeah, mate.
Never even played that before.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Never
It's
got
good.
into it.
It's I mean they go through such amazing lengths to protect minors in Roblox. So
Really? Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, I mean you can have a lot of like it's picture to children, right?
Potatoes.
And
Yeah.
you can imagine the kind of
Yeah.
risk.
Is that not the same with Fortnite as well?
Possibly, you might be right.
Yeah. That's like very kid based. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, all the kids grow up, right? And then they grow up. The what's it called? The game grows with them. Then as
Yeah.
they get older, their disposable income goes up, and they start buying. It's like us,
That's true.
our generation who ever collected Pokemon cards. You get older, you get more money. All of a sudden, you want to pay $50,000 for a Charizard card. It's like it follows you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so here we are. What's going on?
It's not something I would buy. So yeah, just like a quick run through before we get started. These podcasts are more centered around like how you got into crypto. What are the people around you think when you first got into crypto? More like you know what I mean? Obviously you 100 Rainbows and everything like that. Obviously talk about that, mate. But like, it's going to be questions like, so what crypto did you first get into? All that sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Nice one. Right, I'll start recording. Cheers for doing it, mate. There we go. Right, getting a full screen.
So you're doing the Karate Kid right now?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, there's the basketball.
Yeah. Very ghetto. So it's episode 3 of the community podcast, and we've got Dark Rainbows or 100 Rainbows. Who we're joined by today?
Today's DarkRainbows. It might turn into 100 rainbows shortly.
Nice one, mate. Cheers for coming on. We do a lot of stuff in the community together, really. You stream every single night, pretty much, apart from Fridays, is it, that you got off?
Yeah, I take Fridays off and then
Yeah.
just 2 hours on the weekends.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk a bit about what you do in the community first?
In the community, yeah. So, 100 Rainbows is an arts and crafts brand. So we're definitely trying to grow our influence inside the metaverse. The 100 Rainbows or Dark Rainbows avatar is also an employee of Decentraland Games. So that's where I've kind of really been able to learn about the community and how it works and kind of onboard new people. I think I've like onboarded I think it feels like hundreds. So that's kind of what I do inside Decentraland at
Yeah,
the
that's how
moment.
we met as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it is. Yeah.
There you
Got took on
go.
a tour of the awesome 100 Rainbows Academy. There'll be a link to that exact place in the description of the video. How did you first get into crypto, mate? What was your like first experience with it? Yeah, going
Okay,
very far back now.
I don't even
Yeah.
okay, so have I even thought about how did I get into crypto? Mm, how did I get into crypto? I think I was just looking for higher returns
Yeah.
and I think I was looking at interest rates and it was like 0.5%. And then,
Yeah.
Bitcoin's all usually everyone's first introduction. It was definitely my introduction into crypto as well. I was like, what's this Bitcoin thing? Why is it going up so much? And then just started researching it. And then after like 3 months of research, I decided, all right, this crypto thing has a chance. And then
Yeah.
I recalled on a friend who told me about Bitcoin, and I absolutely just kind of laughed at him at first, but
Yeah.
totally admit I was totally wrong. Went back to him, started learning from him, and that's how I got into crypto. So I guess
Nice.
to articulate it, it was just looking for higher returns. Yeah.
Yeah. What year was that?
That
Got
was
into it.
2020, beginning of it was September of 2020. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Well, you were in the pandemic when you found out about it. Is that right?
Yes, yes. During the
Yeah.
pandemic. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it was during that
yeah.
pandemic.
Nice, mate.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And then how did you find out about Decentraland? Was that through your own research, or did you meet anyone who was into it?
So I found out about Decentraland by YouTube. So I was just normally researching Bitcoin stuff, and then it comes up on the algorithm, and then
Yeah.
um, YouTube recommended Mana. And by then I'd already had a Oculus headset and was playing a bit in virtual reality. So then when I was recommended this video on Mana, kind of dived into it, and I saw this introductory video where from Decentraland showing that they were working towards bringing VR into Decentraland. It just got really, really, really excited. And at the time, I was, kind of in the second year or third year of building 100 Rainbows as well. And then it was like, well, do I want to build 100 Rainbows in the traditional centralized world, or do we go metaverse? And so far, it seems like we're absolutely building a metaverse branch. Yeah, so
Awesome, mate.
yeah, so basically YouTube was where I found out about Mana.
Awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the same for me actually. I saw a YouTube video and I was like, "What is that?" And then I literally, after watching the video, went on my computer and you know, got stuck in the rabbit hole really, and yeah, I haven't been out of it since.
Uh,
Yeah. Do you want to talk about 100 Rainbows? What is the brand?
yes, so the brand is an
Yeah.
arts and crafts brand. So we sell paint by
Yeah.
number kits for adults, and it comes with it's a kit. It comes with three canvases. Both of them take
Yeah.
like possibly 2 to 3 months to finish. So it's why we recommend it for adults, because kids just generally don't have the patience or even the motor skills to kind of paint for such long periods of time. It's an
Yeah.
Amazon brand, and that's what we do. We're essentially an arts and crafts store. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I think my wife bought 100 Rainbows. She hasn't finished it yet. I don't even think she's really into like really started it, but she says it looks really awesome, mate. She says it looks cool. Just
Yeah.
needs to get around to doing it really.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the hard thing. Like, even
Yeah.
if it's actually quite good if you're not someone who is used to sticking to rhythm and routines, and you procrastinate.
Yeah.
Paper numbers is something that can help you um, kind of work
Yeah.
on
Hundred
routines. Like an
percent.
hour a day, I'm going to do this, and then at the end of 3 months, I'm going to finish it. So
Yeah.
that's good if you can do that. We actually had um, someone on our server um, kind of buy it, and she posted her finished paint by numbers image. So that was really kind of
Damn.
cool to see that interaction on Discord, because
Yeah.
Discord isn't really a place where, at least I don't think, where people genuinely want to grow a company. But
Yeah.
we decided to give that a go, and we've got a channel, and her name's Yola Cola, Yola Cola, and yeah, and she bought some of these, and so that was really cool to kind of see that happen, and to interact with her, to interact with customers via Discord is like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just so good.
So, what's your favorite thing about Decentraland?
What's my favorite thing about Decentraland?
Yeah. If you had to say.
Definitely the community. Definitely. I mean, I
Yeah.
absolutely have friends here
Yeah.
that I've developed inside Decentraland. And yes, okay, it's an investment, and yes, trying to make returns, but the comparison that I've given to Decentraland is, and part of the reason why I take pride in onboarding new people is that when they come in, for them not to compare it to like a World of Warcraft or a Fortnite, because if you want gaming interaction, there is no comparison.
Yeah.
Decentraland is a world where all you can do is jump. You got some emotes, pressing 1 to 7. You can teleport with the basic command, but it's not an action-packed game. What
No.
it is though, what's I think a more fair comparison is to compare it to a cafe where mates go in and catch up over coffee or a pub, have a beer, or
Yeah.
if it's legal where you are, smoke a blunt and have a good time. But it's about people getting together and chilling, and I think that's my favorite thing about Decentraland is that we have such spontaneous improv type stuff. Like the amount of things that we've done
Yeah.
together and that has just happened
Yeah.
and without any plan is like
So many. Yeah.
that can happen inside Decentraland, like just random stuff.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah, very
favorite thing.
true. Me, you can form these connections with people as well from just speaking to them for a couple of seconds. It's like, oh, very like-minded people in the game. That's what I've found personally. I mean, there is conflicts, there is, stuff that's happened that's controversial, but 99.9% of everything is so positive and so like trying to help each other. It just feels like, really good to be in this space, really.
Yeah, it's real.
Um,
Like for me, it's real.
yeah,
Even
definitely,
like
mate.
working with Decentral Games and like being a tour guide there, like it's a real, um, just a, like there's a whole community there as well. There's a whole kind of just family there as well, and it's just really, really, yeah, it's just awesome. I mean, it's a real employee-employer relationship inside a metaverse, which is a whole
Yeah.
cool thing on its own.
Is, yeah. I mean, some people might not even think it's possible just from hearing the concept of it. Like you can get paid to have an avatar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've definitely told some friends and they thought I was crazy. But if you give it a chance and you come in and actually like walk around the
Wow.
world, meet people, I think you'll have a very different opinion on it than it being crazy. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
if you had any advice for new players, I know you've already said
yeah.
a couple of things, but if you had any other advice for new players, what would you say?
Advice for new players.
Yeah.
For sure, come in with an open mind. Um,
Yeah.
I'll definitely take on board what I said about not comparing it to a traditional game like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Um, think about the brand and reputation that you might want to have in real life. I mean, yes, in the centralized world, you can have these, you can kind of build a name for yourself and it means something, and to a degree, you kind of, I get that people want to do things and not care what others think about them as well.
Yeah.
That being said, don't come into the game and not think that you have to build relationships, because you can come in here and be a jerk, and yes, you can create another MetaMask account and you can be another avatar and you can just go around causing trouble and trolling. All that stuff is possible. Even more possible inside a
Yeah.
decentralized world, because in the real world you only have one body
And
and
face.
face, so you have to change countries for no one to know who you are. But once you've kind of gone through the novelty of what this is and how fun it is and how cool it is, just maybe think about how serious you want to get. And you can actually absolutely combine having fun and being genuine and maybe make a bit of
Yeah.
money if you get in early enough inside Decentraland.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Thank you for coming on. I know you're a busy guy, so we're going to keep it short but sweet. But all of 100 Rainbows and Dark Rainbows socials will be in the description down below. Also, the company, you can go and check it out on Amazon. Really recommend it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe, and a comment if you want to see anything else in Decentraland.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you for coming on, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time.
Cool. We'll stop.
Yeah, man. I'll let you get off to your
Yeah,
calls and
no
your
worries.
important business meetings. But
I'll be done in a couple of
thank
hours.
you, mate.
But yeah, no, no worries. Yeah, I'll be back in
Yeah.
a couple of hours. But or maybe now. But yeah, maybe we could do it. I didn't. That's all right. We could do another time. Just when you do the description, can I plug the NFT? Like put a thing in there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Of
that'd be
course. I mean,
sweet.
we could actually. I could. I mean, I edit everything now, so I'm quickly just switching the recording back on if you want to talk about the NFT actually
Yeah.
for like a
I've got
minute.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, have you got to go? It's fine.
Yeah,
Don't
because
worry,
I've already
man.
got
But
people
I can
waiting.
put a
Can
little.
we
Yeah.
do that?
I'll put a little thing in myself. I'll make like a little thing saying check it out and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, awesome. Hopefully you got the
Yeah.
links and
All right.
everything.
Yeah, I do, mate. Nice one. Thank you for
Okay.
coming on, mate. I'll
Of
let you jump
course.
off.
Of course. See you, mate.
Cheers, man. Hey, Rainbows. See you later, mate.
Hey, Brinks. Not sure if you're trying to talk, Brinks. Can't hear you.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Mm. Good morning. Is it morning?
Yeah, it's 11 a.m. So,
Perfect.
yeah. What's the time for you? 9 a.m. was it?
It is 9 a.m. Yeah, for me. But I
Cool.
already started.
You already started?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sir, I heard that you're waking up at 7.
Yeah,
I
I'm usually up
decided
at
to
6.
try.
What's that?
I decided to try.
Oh, right. Yeah, do it. How'd you go?
Is it going well? It is going well. Like I'm like waking up early. I went to uh do some training